My name is Fabian, founder of Push Media and DigitalBlend.
My name is Lenny Emery. I'm a partner in Red Leaf Film and a partner in the Dope Roots Music Group.
What's technology to you?
Technology to me is the ability to take things we do every day and make them more efficient and better quality. I think it's the idea that we know what we need to get done in technology is anything that helps us get from point A to point Z in a better way.
You want to talk about some of the stuff that you do in your industry and that sort of stuff?
Yeah, I own a few small businesses. One is a film production company. The other is a music group where basically we create, develop film and music content through these, and then we're able to distribute them, have shows, put movies in movie theaters, commercials on television. Just the idea of creating, developing, and putting content out to the world in a affordable, fast, high quality way, kind of reinventing the old ways, but keeping what was good about those ways and making them, something that everyone can do today.
What kind of influences your style and the things that you enjoy doing and creating?
I think inspiration can be found just about anything far enough away from what you're used to. You mean like particular artists today?
Yeah, anything, man. Anything.
I generally like to find anything I'm trying to focus and study on. I try to get as far away from it as possible, and then look from that perspective in to kind of see how far away I can still analytically apply it to what I'm trying to create or trying to connect with. I think, for especially today when you're trying to make the cool, new, trendy, art forms of film and music, it's good to look at some of the greats and from any time and place, and see the consistencies over the decades and the centuries of these different creators, right? What you could tie together with all of them.
Right. I'm interested in learning, how did you get into the industries that you're in, film and music and so forth?
Well, my dad worked in film and music, and when I got into School of Visual Arts with a scholarship, he virtually said, "You will go to that school as you will not have student loans," which at the time did not know what that meant, but it paid off pretty well. And ended up putting me in touch with my business partner, who I have my film production company with now, and as well as meeting lots of people who I still work with 10 years later from being in school.
Nice.
But I would say I really got into it when I was doing extreme sports growing up in a snowboard town, doing all sorts of sports, and I got into filming with my dad's video camera, and he noticed I spent a very peculiar amount of time editing, but he was also knowing after working in the film business that I was kind of ahead of the technology curve of knowing how I could use my computer to my advantage,
Nice. By doing all these different things, you learn to connect in certain spaces, communities. You make great networks, just like I'm sure you within the music and film industry. And for me, that's why building something like DigitalBlend is super important, right? Because you get that community, you get that network to help drive you, help educate you, help inform you what industry has and what's the next thing to come. So for me, it's really important to kind of have that space to connect people to and also to be part of. What about you?
I think it's important to be a part of the creative and technology communities because we're always looking for growth, and by trial and error and just by existing is when you kind of contribute to the greater picture and the future of things.
Yeah.
I don't really believe in being stagnant is ever going to be productive. I think that you have to constantly be moving forward to kind of be giving back new ideas to the community that you're from, which will probably trigger someone else to come up with an idea that could actually help you even more than your initial impact.
Sure.
Generally, I've learned is I don't come up with the best ideas. I usually come up with the second or third best idea, and someone around me has a much better idea. I like that person.
Yeah.
And that's, I think sometimes actions just cause more, more actions of other people, which is how you get the best results, is when it's kind of, you have a lot of people contributing to the same cause, and everyone's perspective and background is different, and everyone's life journey is different. So from there, it's just going to yield a different result, which might not always be the best, but it could be the first, second, third, or the 100th, 200th, 300th person that is the one that really perfects it. Because, it's kind of like the iPhone. It was like there was Nokia brick phones forever, but then it's like the iPhone came, and then everything is now based around that. So I think it's just about being able to contribute as much as possible, because contribution is growth, even if it's not the best idea.
Yeah, I couldn't have said it better. It's awesome, man. Lenny, it was really, really good meeting you, man.
It's meeting you too.
We work on something together.
With it.
Cool creative
stuff.
Right?
I like it.